In this Eternal Return video, we watch what happens when an ex-League of Legends pro plays Rozzi. So much damage now coming on by MadLife onto the Emma. Emma has no chance here, tries to juke out and just gets slaughtered by MadLife. Here's the build and the ID. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Let's go. Zoe meets World here, and today I've got some gameplay from you wouldn't believe who. I found MadLife playing Eternal Return Black Survival. If you don't know, MadLife is a ex-League of Legends pro. This guy was an absolute beast in support. Used to be called the Thresh Prince, you know, after the Fresh Prince. This guy is an absolute monster at League of Legends, and I'm very excited to be giving you him playing Rozzi in duos with a Cathy by his side. He's going to be building the Magnum Python, getting it into the Magnum Anaconda, and finally the Magnum Boa. And that's going to be the final item you see coming out from him. Of course, on Rozzi, guys, you're going to be maxing your W first, then your passive, then your Q, and finally maxing out your E. Your Q and your E at the end are very dependent on whether you want damage or utility. The E max is also viable, especially if you're in solos. It will give you a little bit more outplay maneuvers than your Q will, because your Q will always have a short cooldown, but your Q will give you more damage if you want that. So yeah, he maxes the W, first 2 points into the W, then the E. The Q is the last to get a point in it. If you can see, you'll see MadLife is right below me, so unfortunately we won't be able to view the map in this game, but hopefully we'll just be able to make out what's happening from here. The big thing about not seeing the map is we're not going to be able to see more or less when they try to engage and how they tracking people on the map, how they picking their fights, which fights they want to take, which fights they're running away from. And of course, we're not going to be able to see his partner on the map, who's a Cathy. We just see the icon there right next to his head. Going to be getting the scrap metal. He's got to make an item first, gets the scrap metal. Oh, his partner lands the root there. His partner is chasing another Cathy. Oh, that Cathy is very low. This should be the kill. And MadLife just KS's that. Gets the first kill there. And Purin is his partner. So Purin also helping out. Just downs the first Cathy. And they're going to commit to killing this. They're not going to let this Cathy survive. There's another Cathy in the region. Cathy seems to be a very popular duos character apparently. So very good 1v1. And the next Cathy now gets rooted. Purin doing so much work in this early game. Going to be chasing onto this. He's still got his Q up probably. And MadLife just deciding to play it a bit more passive. Going to be focused on getting his Magnum Boa done, which he will now be doing. Guys, you'll see the build I've given you guys in the description or earlier in the video. You're going to be seeing there's a build I put there. It's not necessarily the exact build that MadLife had, but he put in 2 RNG items in this build. He put in a Mithril Helm and a Mithril Shield. Now, the chances of doing that in a game, you're not going to be able to consistently pull that every game on Rozzi. So to kind of make it easier, I've added an extra region, which happens to be Dock, to his route. So the route you're going to follow is archery range into school, into hotel, into beach, and then into dock. And then what you're going to do is, instead of building the Mithril Helm, you're going to build an OPS Tactical, which gives you similar stats. It's also pretty good on Rozzi. And then you're going to be building a Creed of the Night instead of a Mithril Shield. That should also allow you to build that leather shield first. But instead of getting the Mithril, mixing it with the leather shield. Okay, he's going to be going on to the Suichi here. Just hitting him with the auto so far. Uses his W to gap close. And now Purin going to land the E. And that's going to be a death sentence for the Suichi here. Blackpink going down. Purin and MadLife popping off here. They find Mithril off this. So one of those RNG items from a wolf, that's going to be very big. He's going to be able to make either the shield or the helm. I think he'll opt for making the helm first. And they just down that Suichi. That's very big. Finds the Mithril as well off this wolf. Very cool for him to get the RNG item he needed. Going to be farming this bear Force core would be very spicy. Doesn't get the force core, just electronic parts. Leaves the electronic parts, leaves the ruby. And EOD suit, actually an item you build here. EOD suit, of course, building off bulletproof vest and patched robe. What it gives you is HP defense, cooldown reduction, and extra normal. It gives you normal attack damage reduction. So EOD suit is actually a tank item. It's actually a more defensive item than a offensive item. But Rozzi seems to struggle so much with defensive stats that it's just worth putting that EOD suit on her just so she can survive long enough in fights to do the damage she needs to do to win those fights. Then you can use items around it like the white rhinos he has for attack speed. You can use the Revenge of Gaojan, which is his accessory. That gives you 15 attack and 20% skill amp, which is a crazy stat. You can use the items around the EOD suit to get your damage in. He's just going to be farming bears. MadLife, very, very skilled player. Like I've already mentioned, the Thresh Prince. I really miss this guy from the pro scene. He used to play in teams like Azubu Frost, CJ Intus. Was really, really one of the highest rated players in the game. Going to be finishing his bulletproof suit into the EOD suit. The EOD. And now got the EOD done. Just going to be following Purin into this. And they so far are doing pretty well. Got 2 kills. They nabbed the Cathy and the Suichi. I think because MadLife has 5 of his main build done, and the last thing he needs is the Mithril Shield, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of aggression from the two. He will be building the Sheath though. So the Sheath coming through, he can build Ruby to get the Sheath of Shah Jahan. So this is a very good region. He's going to be able to find Gemstone here. Then we'll just need a hammer and he'll be able to get the Sheath of Shah Jahan while he doesn't have the Mithril Shield done. Or they're going to collapse onto the Luke, uses his W into the Q, and Cathy just lands the root, and that's why Luke was locked up there. Shouldn't be roaming alone. This is duos, guys. Oh, they're going to be backing off of the Luke. Another Luke comes through. And now they're just getting their health and regenerating their SP back. I think they're going to want to re-engage this after they get their stats back. Yuki now going to be threatening them. Purin getting aggressive. Purin going to try and land the E into the Q. Oh, there's a Jukai going onto them. Oh, that Jukai doing so much damage. Jukai and Emma are a team. And Jukai going to get messed up here. So much damage now coming on by MadLife onto the Emma. Emma has no chance here. Tries to juke out and just gets slaughtered by MadLife and Purin. They do so much damage together. Really scary comp. Yuki now patrolling the area. Yuki wants to take this fight off the back end of that. It would be a third party. The region is restricted and they are going to probably have to run into this restricted area. MadLife just trying to rest up. Purin zoning the other two, creating a threat. Purin wants this fight, using his E, doesn't land it. MadLife now going to be following this. Luke and Yuki running away. Q from Purin, uses the W, E from Luke, and now MadLife going in with his Q. MadLife with the autos doing so much damage on the back end of this fight. MadLife with the W. And now the Yuki ult coming through, but it's not enough. Purin and MadLife are going to clean this fight up. 5 kills for the duo. Well, 7 kills between them. 4 kills for MadLife. And 3 kills for Purin. They are doing so well. He's going to be able to find that leather shield. Already had the radar complete. I think he still wants to build the Mithril Shield here, but since he's got the radar, it won't be high priority. Just taking the laced quiver over the Revenge of Gao Zhang that he had in his hand. Oh, wow. Drops the Mithril Shield, picks up the OPS Tactical, and now he drops the Mithril Helm, He picks up the OPS Tactical Helmet, and now Cathy is the one who's going to be running the Mithril Helm instead of Rozzi. Very interesting adaptation by the two, willing to trade items on the fly. Keep both of them strong, keep both of them relevant. I think that's the best way to play squads. And he traded the white rhinos over as well. Now has the feather boots. And now food items also being traded. The fried chicken just left there on the floor. He's pinging it. Purin doesn't want that fried chicken, apparently. And MadLife just going to be activating the console here, trying to get vision for the two. Of course, we can't see the map here. MadLife just in the zone. He's vibing in the game. Doesn't seem as excited as I am for seeing him prosper, but he's just murdering the game so far. I wonder if Purin takes the Tree of Life. I think it will be relevant. Tree of Life, of course, going to be able to make Powder of Life into Force Core. I think they are relevant items you can build with that Force Core of the two. There's a Coulter which MadLife can get, or Force Core if he decides to transition out of the Magnum Boa into a Beretta. So he'd need to find a Walter PPK, make that into a Beretta, and then with the Force Core into the Beretta, he can make the Coulter. Coulter giving you like 120 attack damage plus vision range. It's just a very powerful stomp out the game item. So I do think Powder of Life might be on Kathy right now, or at least a Tree of Life stack, since the Tree of Life was available, but we didn't see where they picked it up. They're just going to be tracking Wickenline here. Wickenline spawned while they were taking the Tree of Life, and this is going to be a free Wickenline. And he's got killer heals in his inventory. This is red shoes, guys. Red shoes are going to be coming through, and red shoes on Rozzi are pretty strong. Pretty strong item here. Oh man, he's going to be so buff. Drops the red shoes, actually deciding to leech them over to Purin. So Purin drops the Bucephalus now. And that's actually just a straight up upgrade, stat for stat, onto the Bucephalus. Red shoes, just a really better item for Kathy. So Kathy also now very strong. She's got the Mithril Helm, she's got red shoes. Purin, MadLife, has the Magnum Bow, he's got EOD suit, he's got OPS tactical helmets, radar done. Both of them full build. 5 players left, which means 1 full team and a straggler. Or there's 3 stragglers just roaming around the map, and MadLife and Purin. But they will have to at most eliminate another team, or they've got this in the bag. Okay, use the Hyperloop. Just going to be regrouping here together. Don't want to be too far away from each other, of course. MadLife just going to be farming, keeping himself relevant, of course. Needs to do this. Gets those stats done. And just going to be finding items. There are those white rhinos he left on the floor. Completely irrelevant for him now. Favors the attack speed and movement speed more than the healing reduction. Ooh, look at that Kathy. Oh, Kathy even got the Fragnarach in her main weapon slot. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to be seeing MadLife now. Just trying to find the other players, I'm guessing. Before they take this last fight, I'm guessing they're going to want to get some SP items as well. They're going to want to get their levels up. Just be as strong as possible for the next fight. Of course, food items always a priority here. MadLife cooking up a lot of items for Purin. MadLife being a chef. Getting the grilled fish done, getting those baked potato done. Actually burns his SP item there in favor of just getting a lot of food done for everyone, for the team. So Purin gonna be reaping off MadLife's chef skills here. Rozzi proving that she can work more than the guns. Also a very talented chef. Jukai's got some competition for sure. And unfortunately, we cannot see the map, but this region does seem to be a region that will be closing up pretty soon. So they'll just be moving through here and moving out of it. Probably just trying to farm and keep themselves relevant. They're going to be taking the Hyperloop into the other regions. 3 regions still open. Still a lot of time left in this match. Not a lot of players left in the match though. Pretty close to being closed up. They've cleaned up most of the squads that were in the game. Just going to be taking the map here. Very efficient pathing, very efficient play. Doesn't seem like MadLife has any plans of building the counter here. He has kept the leather shield though, so he does look like he wants to build into the mithril shield at some point, but not very high priority. They weren't even searching the wolves, as far as I could see. Maybe Purin was searching for mithril in specific, but MadLife didn't seem to be trying to loot those. They're happy with their stats is what it means. Purin, the warder, apparently he's going to be the ones dropping the wards. MadLife just going to be helping him engage. Going to be coming on the back end of most of these fights. Guys, I know that a lot of people want some solo Rozzi gameplay. It's very hard to find some strong solo Rozzi players. She is relatively new, so there's not a lot of Rozzi players yet at high elo in Immortal and in Titan who are also streaming their games and making them available for us. So we will have to wait on a Rozzi player who's streaming their games, and I want to bring you guys the best quality, which is why I won't just put on any other player. I think the lowest I'll go is a diamond player. There is a room mode argument to put on some platinum players though. They are pretty strong, and the fight is going to be there. Instant ult from Kathy coming through, ult from Yuki, and now so much damage from MadLife just coming onto the lead Dylan and on to the Yuki as well. They cleaned up that fight really, really well. Let's just run that back. That was really great by them. They got caught off guard here and they played it very, very well. Okay, so we're just going to be watching the positioning coming through. I went a little bit too far back, but instantly gets stunned here and they try and combo her. Ult coming through, but MadLife dodges it. Then he prioritizes the lead Dylan while Kathy did so much damage. He then kills the lead Dylan while Kathy does Yuki. So they kind of priority switched in that fight. Kathy Purin started tearing up the Yuki. MadLife's job was to tear up the lead Dylan, and then as the Yuki tried to escape, it became MadLife's job to pursue the Yuki, and it became Purin's job just to clean up the lead Dylan kill. Very, very good synergy between the two of them. That's a great fight. They are completely in sync there. They didn't even communicate. You can see MadLife smiling, just having a little bit of a laugh there as well. They're going to find the last Kathy there. The last Kathy just trying to do something, but she's going to get teared up. E into the W, and that was almost a solo kill. MadLife on the back of that, and that's the win for Purin and MadLife. I'm so happy we got MadLife playing. I really loved him back in the day. I still love him now as a player. Really dope guy. Please support MadLife and his stream, guys. This has been your boy Loy Meets World. I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm out. Peace.